Hello, wonderful listeners. Welcome to Learn English Podcast Hub channel, where learning English is easy and fun. My name is Lamia.
And I'm Adam. We're really happy to have you with us today for a special, long episode about daily routines. We'll share our days step by step, give you useful vocabulary, and lots of chances to practice your English.
Daily routines are the activities we do every day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Why are routines so important, Adam?
Great question. Daily routines help us organize time, build healthy habits, and learn new skills. For English learners, talking about routines is a wonderful way to practice vocabulary, grammar, and natural conversation.
Exactly. And today we'll talk about everything from waking up until going to bed, including family life, work, school, food, and fun.
Don't forget, at any time you can pause and write about your own routine in English. Use sentences like, I get up at 7, I make breakfast, I go to school.
We'll start with the morning. Are you ready, Adam?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
My alarm rings at 7 a.m. The sound is soft, but sometimes I wish I could turn it off and sleep more. I usually feel tired at first, but soon I remember all the things I want to do today. I reach for my phone, check the weather, and read a positive quote to inspire my morning. Sometimes I listen to a short meditation or calming music to help me wake up slowly.
That's a nice start. I wake up at 6:30. My alarm clock is very loud, but I choose it because otherwise I don't get up. Sometimes my dog Max jumps on my bed and wakes me before the alarm. I stretch, yawn, and sit on the edge of the bed. I always say thank you for a new day before I stand up. It helps my mood.
My first stop is the bathroom. I wash my face with cool water. It helps me feel awake. I brush my teeth for 2 minutes, thinking about all the things I need to remember. Pack my bag, take my keys, fill my water bottle.
Me too. Sometimes I sing my favorite song while I brush my teeth, just quietly so I don't wake my neighbor. After brushing, I shower. I like warm showers. They relax my muscles and help me think clearly. After my shower, I use mint toothpaste and sometimes a special mouthwash for a fresh breath.
After I'm clean, I put on moisturizer and comb my hair. Choosing clothes is sometimes difficult. Should I wear the blue dress or black jeans? If the weather is cold, I prepare a sweater. If it's sunny, I choose a light shirt.
I prepare my work clothes in advance so I don't waste time in the morning. My favorite shirt is blue. It makes me feel confident for meetings. I wear my silver watch every day.
Now, time for breakfast. I like making fresh tea and toast. Sometimes I eat fruit like apples or bananas. If I have time, I cook eggs with cheese and tomatoes. My family joins at the table and we talk about plans for the day.
My breakfast is simple. Scrambled eggs, a glass of orange juice, and black coffee. If I'm busy, I eat cereal and milk. Sometimes Max wants to share my toast. We often listen to the news on the radio as we eat.
After breakfast, I pack my things, check that I have my keys, phone, and wallet, and get ready to leave for work. My son gets dressed for school and we leave together.
I take my notebook, laptop, and a bottle of water. I like to leave early so I can walk slowly and enjoy the morning air. The city is quiet and the sun is rising. Sometimes I meet my neighbor and we talk about the weather or our plans. Once I'm ready, I leave my apartment at 7:15 a.m. The air is fresh and the sky is sometimes pink with sunrise. I like to walk to work. It takes about 30 minutes and I enjoy watching the city wake up. I say good morning to people walking dogs and sometimes wave to the bakery owner who is always busy preparing breakfast pastries. On my way, I pass a small garden and hear birds chirping. Sometimes I stop and take a deep breath, just enjoying the quiet moment before the busy day starts. I listen to English podcasts while I walk, hoping to learn a new phrase each morning. My favorite topic is daily life vocabulary, words for things I see and do. I walk past a bus stop where students wait, chatting and laughing together. Occasionally, I meet my friend Sarah, who likes to walk and talk in the mornings. We ask each other about our plans. Do you have a big meeting today? Or what are you going to cook for dinner tonight? These conversations make the walk interesting and fun.
My commute is a little different. Each morning, I drive my son to school.
We get in the car after saying goodbye to my husband, who leaves for his office by bike. In the car, we listen to energetic music to wake us up, or sometimes my son practices his English with flashcards. As we drive, we talk about the day, what homework he has, who he will play with at recess, and what he is excited or worried about. I drop him off at school and wave to the teachers. After that, I drive to my own work. Sometimes the traffic is heavy. I use the waiting time to call my mother or message my sister to wish them a good morning. On lucky days, there is not much traffic, and I find a parking spot easily. I walk from the car to my school's entrance, greeting the security guard and my colleagues. We always say good morning and ask each other about last night's dinner or the latest news.
Whether walking or driving, the commute is always a special part of my day. It's a chance to think, learn, relax, and prepare for what's next.
What about you, listeners? How do you go to work or school? Do you walk, drive, or take the bus? Try to write a short story about your commute in English. Who do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel?
Next up, arriving and starting the workday. Stay tuned as we talk about our jobs, studies, and the interesting people we meet at work. When I arrive at my office, it's just before 8 a.m. The building is quiet, but I like that. I turn on the lights and greet my colleagues. Everyone always asks, "How are you today?" Sometimes we talk about the weather, about our families, or even about English idioms we want to learn. I start my day by checking my emails. I write messages to team members about projects and schedules, and sometimes answer questions about our work. My job as a writer means I spend a lot of time thinking about words, stories, and the best way to explain ideas. I write articles, stories, and sometimes even podcasts for our listeners who want to improve their English. At 9, we have a short meeting. In the meeting, we talk about what we plan to do today and who needs help. Sometimes people share tips for learning English, like read a new word every day, or try shadowing, where you repeat after a speaker. If there's a new project, we discuss who will do what. After the meeting, I focus on my writing for a few solid hours. My favorite part is when I can create characters and stories that make people smile and learn. Sometimes I make a mistake, misspelling a word or forgetting a grammar rule. Then I laugh and fix it. Making mistakes is part of learning. Around 11, I take a break. I walk to the kitchen, make tea, and chat with my colleagues. Sometimes we practice short English conversations, like talking about our favorite foods or how to say days of the week. I always enjoy helping others with pronunciation and sharing funny stories in English.
My routine at school is very active. I get there at 8 and go to the teacher's room. I greet the other teachers and make sure I have my lesson plans and activities ready. My job is teaching English to beginners, so I prepare simple games and practice questions like, how are you? What is your name? Where do you live? Sometimes I use pictures and flashcards to make learning easier. Before class begins, I arrange chairs in a circle so everyone can see each other. I write today's date and the topic on the board. Daily routine. When the students arrive, they are smiling and full of energy. We start with morning greetings. Good morning, Lamia. Good morning, Adam. The lessons begin with listening practice. I read a short story about a child's morning. He wakes up, brushes his teeth, eats breakfast. The students repeat after me and practice the sentences. We also do role-play activities, pretending to be people at home, at work, or at school. The students laugh, ask questions, and try new words. If someone makes a mistake, I help them. We use positive words. That's okay. Try again. Or, great job. You are learning fast. During break time, I walk around, talk with students about their favorite activities, and sometimes see their homework or drawings. After the morning lessons, I use a little time to plan the afternoon activities, a vocabulary game, a short quiz, and some free speaking practice. Helping students build confidence in English is the best part of my job.
By noon, my head is full of new ideas. Sometimes I share my writing with my teammates, and they give suggestions or correct little mistakes. Other times, I help a new colleague with an English phrase they don't understand. We learn together and always celebrate new words.
In the afternoon, my students have another English lesson. We talk about daily routines in detail: when they wake up, what they eat, when they study, when they play. The class makes a long poster with everyone's routines, using simple sentences and drawings.
For me, afternoons are focused time for editing and finishing stories. I use online English dictionaries to check difficult words. Sometimes I get a call from a client who wants help with an English project. I listen carefully, take notes, and explain ideas simply.
My school day ends at 4 o'clock. Before I leave, I check homework, organize the classroom, and thank the students for their hard work. Many students like to say goodbye in English. Thank you, Lamia. See you tomorrow.
I finish work at 5 o'clock, save all my writing, and clean my desk. I thank my colleagues and wish them a good evening. It's been a busy day, but I'm proud of what I've done.
What about you, listeners? What do you do at work or school? Can you write a story with these words? Greet, write, practice, help, learn, play, thank?
Next up is lunchtime and what happens in the afternoon. Are you ready for the next section?
At noon, school takes a break for lunch. I go to the teacher's lounge and meet my friends. We always talk about our mornings. Who had a funny student? What activities worked well? Which class was loudest? Lunch is my favorite meal because it's a time to relax and chat. Today, I eat rice and chicken with a small salad and an apple for dessert. Sometimes, colleagues bring homemade food from their cultures: couscous, pasta, spicy vegetables, delicious soups. We taste new flavors and talk about cooking. I learn new words in English for food: delicious, spicy, sweet, savory. Someone always shares a joke or funny story from their class, and we laugh together. After lunch, I take a walk outside to enjoy fresh air. My colleague and I practice easy English sentences. It is sunny. The flowers are beautiful. Children play in the garden. I like using these moments for gentle speaking practice. At 1 p.m., I return for afternoon lessons. The students are sleepy after lunch, so we play a vocabulary game to wake them up. It's a race to name things found in daily routines: toothpaste, shoes, book, backpack, sandwich, bus, phone. The students laugh when someone says something silly like, "I brush my teeth with pizza." Mistakes help us remember the words and have fun. In the afternoon, we try a writing activity. Each student writes 3 sentences about their routine. I wake up at 6:30. I eat breakfast with my family. I study math at school. The class helps each other, and I correct grammar with positive encouragement.
My lunch is at 1 p.m. I usually sit with my coworkers in the office cafeteria. We talk about work, but also about life. How is your family? Did you watch that movie? Or what book are you reading now? Today, I eat a salad with tomatoes, cucumber, and chicken, plus some bread and a big glass of water. Sometimes I order hot soup if it's cold outside. We share little treats, like cookies or fruit. During lunch, we sometimes practice English by telling stories about our mornings. I enjoy hearing different accents and learning new expressions. One colleague teaches me a phrase: to hit the ground running. Start the day quickly. I write it in my notebook to use later. After lunch, energy returns. The office fills with conversation, phone calls, and typing. I answer emails, join short meetings, and review what I need for the rest of the day. If I finish my main writing, I help my team brainstorm ideas for new videos or podcasts. At 3 p.m., I take a short walk outside if the weather is nice. The sunshine helps me feel awake. Sometimes I call my friend for 5 minutes and practice a new English joke together, like, "Why did the student eat his homework? Because the teacher said it was a piece of cake."
By 3:30, my students prepare to go home. We listen to music and review everything we learned. When do you wake up? What do you eat for lunch? I help shy students try speaking aloud. Everyone is proud of new words and sentences. As school ends, I tidy up and plan for tomorrow, which games, which stories, and any special activities. My co-teachers and I say goodbye and wish each other a peaceful evening.
I finish my writing with a final review. Before I close my laptop, I make a list for tomorrow. Goals, reminders, and a new English phrase to research. My colleagues pack up. We all say, "See you tomorrow." Some leave quickly, others chat for a few minutes about weekend plans.
Listeners, what do you do after lunch? Who do you talk to? Can you use words like relax, study, work, play, or laugh in a sentence about your afternoon?
Next, we'll talk about returning home and what we do in the evening. Are you ready for the evening routine section?
At the end of the workday, I gather my things, laptop, notebook, water bottle, and say goodbye to my coworkers. I step outside and feel the cool air on my face. Sometimes I wave to the security guard and chat for a moment. Have a good evening. I start my walk home, which is peaceful after a busy day. On my way, I stop at the small market to buy fresh bread, vegetables, and sometimes a sweet treat for dessert. The shopkeeper always smiles. "Hello, Adam. Was it a long day?" We talk about simple things, how busy the market was, what food is fresh, or what the weather will be tomorrow. Hearing these short conversations helps me relax and switch from thinking about work to thinking about my family and evening plans. Sometimes I listen to music or call my sister to ask about her day. When I arrive home, Max, my dog, is always excited to see me. He jumps and runs in circles. I play with him for a few minutes in the garden. The green plants and flowers help me calm my mind and feel thankful for small moments. Sometimes I water the plants and watch the sun setting. After school, I pick up my son. He tells me all about his day, who he played with, what he learned, what games were fun. We laugh about the funny things that happened in class. Sometimes he sings a new song he learned in English. On the way home, we talk about what we want for dinner. I ask, "Would you like pasta or rice tonight?" We make decisions together in English, practicing new words. At home, I change into comfortable clothes and start cooking. My kitchen smells nice: spices, onions, and garlic. I set the table and my husband joins us. We share stories, jokes, and sometimes talk about our dreams for the future. While dinner is cooking, I check my messages, read the news, and sometimes help my son with his homework. We talk in English about numbers, colors, and simple sentences. I love watching his confidence grow.
Dinner time is important. Some days I try new recipes I found online, maybe a vegetable stew or lemon chicken. I like experimenting and learning words for each step. Chop, boil, fry, taste. My sister helps, and we laugh when something goes wrong, like forgetting the salt or burning the bread. After we eat, we sit together and relax. Sometimes we play a board game or watch an English movie. We discuss the story, guess what will happen next, and learn new words. Other evenings, I read a book or listen to gentle music.
Evenings are for family and hobbies. I paint sometimes, creating colorful pictures while listening to calm music. My son draws beside me, and we talk about what shapes and colors we see. My husband likes reading the newspaper and sharing interesting articles about science or history. At night, we clean up and prepare things for tomorrow: bags, clothes, food. These simple routines help everyone feel ready and calm.
Before going to bed, I check tomorrow's calendar, set my alarm, and think about something I am grateful for. I write it in my diary. Today, I learned a new word. Today, I finished a story. Today, I helped a friend. Gratitude helps me sleep well.
I spend a few minutes talking with my son about his feelings and hopes for the next day. We brush our teeth, wash our faces, and say goodnight. Sometimes he asks me to read a short story or practice a song. I kiss him and turn off the light.
My evening ends with a short walk in my garden or a few gentle stretches. I breathe deeply and try to let go of worries. If the sky is clear, I look up at the stars and think about good things waiting tomorrow.
And so another day ends. We hope your evenings are peaceful, full of learning, fun, and family. What do you do in your evenings? Do you have any special routines or hobbies? Write about your evening in English.
Next up, night routine and what helps us relax and sleep well. Are you ready for the final part? When it's time to get ready for sleep, I start my night routine. First, I put away my phone and turn off bright lights. I brush my teeth and wash my face with cool water. These small actions help me feel fresh and comfortable. Before bed, I read a chapter from my favorite book or listen to soft music. Sometimes I practice gentle stretching to relax my muscles. My dog, Max, often lies next to me and I pet him softly. I feel calm and happy, knowing I worked hard today and learned something new. I think about something good that happened, meeting a kind person, successfully finishing a task, laughing with a friend. I write it in my diary. Today, I learned a new word. I made delicious dinner, or I enjoyed watching the stars. Being thankful helps me sleep with a peaceful mind. I turn off the lights, close my eyes, and imagine all the things I want to do tomorrow. Some nights, I dream about traveling or meeting new people. Other nights, I just rest deeply.
My night routine is special family time. I help my son get ready for bed. He brushes his teeth, washes his face, and puts on pajamas. We talk about our favorite moments of the day and sing a gentle English song together. Before my own bedtime, I tidy up the kitchen, prepare my clothes for tomorrow, and write a short list. Make breakfast, call mom, finish lesson plan. Afterwards, I sit quietly to enjoy the calm of the evening. Sometimes I practice meditation or do a gratitude exercise. I close my eyes and think of 3 good things from today. This simple habit helps me let go of stress and feel restful. I read a few pages from a book, say goodnight to my husband, and turn off the light. As I fall asleep, I feel hopeful and excited about a new day. I remind myself that every day is a new chance to learn, help others, and share kindness.
And that's how our daily routine ends. We hope you enjoyed listening and learned lots of new words and expressions for talking about your day.
Challenge. Write about your own night routine in English. Share with us. Do you brush your teeth, read a book, listen to music, or practice gratitude?
As always, thank you for joining Learn English Podcast Hub channel podcast. Remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share this episode with anyone learning English.
We love hearing about your routines, and we're excited to see you next time with more topics, stories, and practice.
Good night, everyone. Sleep well and keep practicing your English.
Goodbye. We wish you sweet dreams and a wonderful tomorrow.